Okay guys, Ninja from St. Vincent. It's the holidays, Black Friday's here. We're giving away the Cartier watch. You can get the information below. A lot going on. Santa Claus is coming. It's a lot. So St. Vincent is the one-stop shop, 40 to 70% off. You got to get down here for all your holiday needs because we have it all. So now let's go visit some of our tenants. All right guys, welcome back to Andre's Corner. What do you have for me today?
Today we're going to talk about dual time zone watches, also known as GMT watches or UTC watches.
Okay, so dual time zone, whereas you might be traveling back and forth from the East Coast to West Coast or from Europe or whatever. So you have two different areas of the watch that have two time zones.
Exactly.
Okay, let's see what you got.
First, we have this Gucci. You'll see a time at the top and one at the bottom. So they can be set independently.
Okay, I see that. Very nice.
Yeah.
I like Gucci. I like square. Are the crowns at the top and the bottom?
Yes, the crown's at the top and bottom.
Oh, I've never seen that. Okay, this is very interesting. So this one controls this one controls this one.
Exactly. And it's on a nice leather band for dressy occasions.
Got it.
Next up, we have this. It's a Seiko GMT.
Okay.
You'll notice the golden hand. So normally you have 3 hands here to indicate your normal standard time. The gold hand is a 24-hour indicator. Midnight would be at the top, as indicated by this triangle.
Got it.
And noon would be at the bottom.
Got it.
So it rotates on a 24-hour.
24-hour one. Okay. So that means that there's another movement for that one to be able to keep up with the 24 hours.
It's one movement.
Wow, this is pretty cool.
So most GMTs, when you set the date, you'd rotate it one direction to set the date. You'd rotate it the opposite direction to set the GMT hand.
And then this particular one has the crown kind of offset.
Yes.
And is that a reason for that? It's just design?
It's just Seiko's standard design for a lot of the divers. It's always offset at the 4 o'clock. Next up, we have this Breitling.
Oh my goodness.
You'll notice it has a standard watch over here, but it has an additional module attached to the bracelet itself. And this is also a 24-hour UTC indicator.
Okay.
So again, midnight is at the top, and noon is at the bottom.
Wow, this is crazy. So this is like regular and a mini-me.
Exactly.
Okay, very interesting and very light.
It is
super
titanium.
light. Wow. Yeah, it's super like, I mean, you can tell it's really, really bulky, but when you hold it, it almost weighs like less than most larger watches or even smaller watches. It's crazy. Wow, even though it has another watch here, it's super light.
We have this Tissot.
This is the watch that went kind of viral, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
This is our last one. You'll notice it has a watch in the front, and you flip it, and it's another one in the back.
Look at that. And this is a women's watch?
It is a woman's watch.
Interesting. So then you flip it like that. So you basically can have 2 different times, and you just flip it around to see the right one. And 2 crowns.
2 crowns.
2 separate movements.
Yes, that's correct.
Got it. If you were asking me, I'd say I like this side better. I mean, this side's cool. It's actually, this would be like more classy.
Yes, I
and
agree.
this would be a little bit more sporty.
Yeah.
Ebony and ivory.
Work mode, party mode.
That's right.
And we have watches like this rotary. And notice it looks like a regular watch.
Okay.
You press these 2 buttons, flips up, you can rotate it, and lock it back down.
It's like a transformer.
Exactly.
This is insane. Look at that.
This, you'll notice, also has a crown over here. That's smaller.
Oh, yeah, I
So it's
didn't
2
notice
movements.
that. 2 movements. This is super cool. Very elegant.
Yeah, this is kind of like the poor man's JLC.
Oh, the JLC that flips.
Yes, exactly.
So you start out with this one, and then later on in life, you get the JLC.
Exactly. One side has a date, the other side does not.
Got it. So if you want to forget about what day you are, you wear it on
Exactly.
this side. And then you remind yourself over here.
Exactly. Work mode and party mode.
That's right. Okay, so as usual, all these watches are available for sale. Pricing-wise, what are we talking about?
For the Gucci, it's $990.
$990, okay.
Tissot is $350.
Okay,
Seiko is $380.
okay.
This one, while we're shooting the video, sold.
I know, that was cool. Somebody came and bought it. So that one you can't buy?
Yeah, this one you can't buy. And this one is $500.
$500, okay. So if you're interested in any of these watches or any watches in general, DM Andre, Beyond's Watches. We'll put the information below. All right, guys. So gold has been crazy this year. So we're here at Plaza 3 Gold, guys, D30. This is Yasser. Yasser, good to see you.
Good to see you.
So tell me a little bit. I know gold's been crazy this year, but in general, how much does gold go up every year in general?
Approximately maybe around like 10%.
10%.
Yeah, on
Okay.
average.
Okay.
This year it's gone crazy.
Yeah,
you know, and everybody's been buying so much more this year. It's been wild.
Yeah, it's been a little bit crazy. So what's the reasoning, do you think, that people are investing in gold so much now, especially these last 6 months?
I think it's because people feel that there's a lot of uncertainty on the horizon in terms of like the economy, politics are in a very crazy place.
Okay.
The job market, the stock market has also been acting pretty irregularly. A lot of things are just kind of not lining up, I feel like, in people's eyes. And I think that people want to invest in something that, especially if it's something tangible, something that they can hold.
Okay.
That banks fail every now and then. Sometimes people get, they lose their life savings and all this kind of stuff. So I think people are looking for a type of investment that they can feel more secure about.
Got it. Okay. So speaking of something like that, so these types of investments, so obviously you guys buy and sell gold.
Yes.
Okay. And like we talked about, gold is an investment.
Yes.
So kind of walk me through this. So if I'm somebody who's looking to buy gold and I come in here and I don't know anything, I've never bought gold, I don't know anything about gold, except that I'm hearing that gold is going up and it's tangible. So what is something that, what are things that people should know before they start buying or investing in gold?
I think that they should understand that, gold is essentially a commodity. So there's like a spot price and a spot market for gold.
Okay.
Gold also fluctuates pretty erratically, especially lately.
Okay.
And I think that before anyone invests in anything, but especially gold or precious metals, they should have a pretty clear idea about why they're investing,
okay,
what their horizon is in terms of like what they expect, what do they expect in terms of return and for how long. We live in the digital age, so there's plenty of information out there, and you should cater what your investment is going to be around what your investment goals are.
Got it.
Do you want to hold on gold for 20 years? Do you want to make some bucks while it's running up like it has in the last few months? Or I think it really all depends on what your goals are.
So now if I'm walking in here and again, I have some money that I want to invest, what's some of the couple of the first questions that you ask the person, or how do you guide them to be able to buy the right type of gold as far as tangibility or what it is that you can sell them?
I think the first question is, what are you looking to spend? Like how much money do you want to put into this? And also, we have different types of coins which have a numismatic value. So it's let's say US minted coins or Canadian coins, South African coins, all types of coins. And those are also collector's items. They're nice to look at, they're nice to hold. They do carry a little bit of a premium because these are collector's items that people like. Also, we have, the gold bars also have a little bit of a premium. They have these designs on them. People like them for different reasons. They also maybe want to buy these kind of things to put them in like a jewelry pendant or something, which it's still an investment, but they can also use it. So it kind of depends. But if you also just want to buy gold strictly to just put it in your safe, there's an option for that too, right? And then there are products for that, like the cheapest bar that doesn't have some premium because of the brand or whatever, but it's just still pure 9999 gold.
So I've seen these gold grains that people carry around in a jar.
Yes.
Is that the most economical way of buying gold?
Yes, but that also carries the risk of if you drop the container, gold grain goes flying everywhere. That's something to take into consideration.
The practicality
exactly.
of it. Okay.
That there's that risk. If you park it in a safe and never touch it, I guess that's fine. There's coins, there's bars, and I think you have a lot of options to choose from depending on what it is that you're looking for, how much you're willing to spend, and really just kind of what catches your eye. It's the same thing as when people invest in stocks. They pick stocks that they like, companies that they believe in or whatever, not exactly the same, but people choose what they like.
So now let's say I want to sell some gold. What are the expectations when someone walks in here when they're trying to sell gold to you?
So I think the process, it begins with a person would walk in here, they say they want to sell their gold. I ask you, okay, well, what did you bring? It's either going to be grain or gold bars or gold coins, and all these different types of products have different values, right?
Okay.
But gold is gold, and it's still based on the spot market. So there is a spot price, and then we use our equipment to weigh it test it with our X-ray gun or the coin reader to make sure that everything is the purity is correct.
Okay, makes sense.
And just evaluate everything, see what you brought in, and then based on that, depending on what it is, we'll pay somewhere between 1 to 3% below the current spot market price at that moment.
Okay.
Because sometimes in the morning price can be different, 20 minutes later it could be different. So at the time of the transaction, we just evaluate what that is. The margins are very thin, so we have to be very specific and calculated, for lack of a better term, in terms of like when we're doing a transaction.
So let's say somebody inherited or has some gold jewelry and they want to, because gold prices are high, they want to sell it. What's the process? Do you take that in that way, or is there another way of doing that?
We will buy jewelry as it is. You would bring it in, we would scan it with our X-ray gun. We would evaluate what kind of, what the carats are and like how many carats it is. So it's like 14 karat, 18 karat, 22 karat, whatever it is. I always tell our customers that a better way, not only for them, but for us, but mainly for them because they're going to get more out of their gold in terms of money.
Okay, so like better bang for your buck.
Exactly.
Okay.
Is that they melt, let's say, they inherited all their grandma's jewelry that they're never going to wear. You can take it up to a shop like ours upstairs. It's called the Melt Shop.
The Melt Shop. Okay, which is, you guys are just opened it, right?
We just opened.
Okay.
You can melt it all down. And what we do is an assay process, which is we evaluate exactly what the composition of the bar is in terms of like how much gold there is, the purity of the bar.
Okay.
And based on that, I will pay you exactly what the gold content is in that bar. So it's more accurate for everybody as opposed to bringing in all these different pieces of jewelry. Once it's melted all into a bar, all the gold content is there and it's all combined together. And so we can pay exactly to like the 10th of a gram or even like the 100th of a gram, you know what I mean?
Wow, okay.
So it's much easier that way.
And that's upstairs on the 6th floor, right?
Yes, sir.
And to do the assaying process and all that, what's the range, what's the cost for that?
It can go anywhere from like 20 to like $100 or whatever. Of course, it's all dependent on the quantities. So smaller the amount, the smaller it is.
And that price that you would pay for that is going to vary not only throughout the day, but obviously as the days change, as the price goes up and down of gold, that's going to change also.
Absolutely. It can change while we were having this conversation.
And I'm sure that it did.
It probably did.
Right. And I think one of the other things that people can understand is that if let's say that jewelry takes up a lot of room, they can get it assayed, and if they're not ready to bring it in to sell it, they can hold on to the bar for a while, and then when they feel that's the right time, they can come in and you guys can give them, like you said, the best bang for their buck for that piece of gold.
Absolutely. It's not going to spoil, it's not going to go bad. You can hold on to it as long as you want and then come back when you're ready.
Before we finish, last question. Why should we buy gold, and why should we buy it from the gold guys?
Why you should buy gold? I think it's important to diversify your investments a little bit. So if you already have some stocks, if you already have some equities, if you have money in the bank, why not have some more gold, something tangible that you can park in your safe at home? It's just another asset class you can hold on to. And why you should buy it from us? We have a huge selection of almost every type of coin and bar you could be looking for. We have the most competitive prices, and we have all the state-of-the-art testing equipment to ensure that you feel comfortable when you buy something or when you sell something.
You heard that from Yasser. He's the man. Gold Guys is the place to come. St. Vincent is the building. Yasser, appreciate your time.
Thank you, sir.
All right, guys. So I want to remind you guys that Black Friday is coming up in 2 days. We're open at 10 a.m. We have those specials. You saw it from our last video. We have the manager special. We got Santa Claus coming. We got calendars for our tenants. We got a secret surprise gift for our tenants. And if you're down here, we have St. Vincent Court, but there's Amandine, Christmas cheer. Look at all the stuff they have here. They have like pastries, coffee. They work with Grubhub, all the big names, a lot of good stuff. Matcha, they got a lot of matcha. Come visit them. Come visit St. Vincent. Happy holidays. I'll see you here.